or duties. Justice Kavanaugh seemed to try to read into IEPA something that's not in the language. The sole legal question here is whether under IEPA, tariffs are a means to regulate importation. Statutory text, history, and precedent demonstrate that the answer is clearly yes. Like quotas and embargoes, tariffs are a traditional and common tool to regulate importation. I would beg to differ. The word regulate is defined as to control or direct according to rule, principle, or law. To claim that the statutory text shows that the power to impose tariffs was part of regulating importation just isn't true. Let's read it. That the president can investigate, block during the pendency of an investigation, regulate, direct, and compel, nullify, void, prevent, or prohibit any acquisition, holding, withholding, use, transfer, withdrawal, transportation, importation, or exportation of, or dealing in, exercising any right, power, or privilege with respect to or transactions involving any property in which any foreign country or a national thereof has any interest by any person or with respect to any property subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. If Congress went through the effort of listing numerous ways the president could be involved in foreign commerce, you would think if they meant to include imposing tariffs, they would have said so. As for Justice Kavanaugh's claim that history shows that the power to regulate includes the power to tariff, I point to the fact that Congress has on several occasions specifically included that power to impose tariffs and duties when delegating powers to the president. So again, if Congress wanted to delegate to the president the power to impose tariffs, why didn't they say so in IEPA? Now, in 1971, President Nixon imposed 10% tariffs on almost all foreign imports. He levied those tariffs under IEPA's predecessor statute, the Trading with Enemies Act, which similarly authorized the president to regulate importation. The Nixon tariffs were upheld in court. And we all know the members of the courts never get anything wrong. The Nixon tariffs persuasively demonstrate that members of Congress and the public would have understood the phrase regulate importation to include tariffs when IEPA was enacted in 1977. On the contrary, this only shows that the court understood the phrase regulate importation to include the power to tariff. Yet they show no legal or constitutional basis for such an understanding other than a prior court's baseless assertion.